It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. From SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On play action, now Brady. And that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams nothing. Pat O'Donnell is set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
2nd and 10.
Don't say nothing. Hey, tight end's right. One tight end. 3 down. Hey, check back 33.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Brady now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And in for the Lions touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The guard now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Rams nothing. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play action. Now it's Locke. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on second down. Brady finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Brady now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Touchdown! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Nagar now for the point after.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Rams nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
6 yards left on second down.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
To throw it is Locke. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Brady's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Alan Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Brady. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Brady. Got got an open man. It's Schwartz. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Nagar's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Nagar now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
O'Donnell set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Got double up, double up, double up, double up. Mike check 33.
Lock working out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Lock. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A handoff to Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Jason Barrett brought him down. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams.
Brady down to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And in for the Lions touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fuller run show Fatukasi. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Locke's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Brady. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I got it. 552. Let's go, Heavy.
Brady will try again on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Check back 33. Check back 33. Let him know.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Lock.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Brady now on first down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Now the cover. A little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike check 33. 33. Come on,
Here's Locke. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
That's good for LA Rams. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
45 the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Brady going to throw here. This goes out wide for Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Rams are right back in this football game. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Lock. And the pressure gets to him again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Lock. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brady going to look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
second and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Nagar now for the point after.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Lions 45, Rams 22. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.